I'm posting in Discord. Keep it in general. Mics are muted. Everything's good. Check my channel to make sure I'm live. I am.
We just looked at this. You're not open.
Button cut off, hijack, low jack, under the gun one. You are.
Come on now. Okay. I am. So let's see if he.
He's got to open it, or there wouldn't be a hand.
It wouldn't
I'm
be a
already
quick.
down on points.
You're already down on points in real life. Now, obviously, you're gonna cheat, but
I'm gonna evolve.
you're gonna adapt, right?
All right, let's play it.
I'm going to cry if he says he's folding here. Like, if he's like, yeah, you should be folding this in this kind of tournament, and you were actually right. All right, cool.
Wah, wah.
Like a spot where we have
Ah!
standard.
Yes.
And the reason is because Queen.
I just want to say for the record, that this is the best 3-point score I've ever gotten in my life. Because the right answer was fold.
The right. But you heard what he said about the tables. This is a 3K.
Here comes the excuses. 10
The
points
excuses
fold.
to
It says
open
right
if your
here.
table is particularly tight and weak. Welcome to the $5 2K world. I mean, the $11 10K. I'm opening this, yeah, for sure.
This is the best 3 points of my life.
Oh, that's hilarious. And everybody's funky.
Nailed it. What the hell kind of play is that from King Queen? Who does that?
What the hell?
Yeah, so Mad Dog.
Jonathan Little's an absolute crusher, so it's nice to have him.
Yeah, I agree, and I
Just
always love
coaching.
playing right after sessions like this because I feel like my brain's warmed up. I'm thinking through things, and so it's a good way to start your session for sure.
Right. All right, guys, this is it.
What's up, Mike? You want to give a gist? He was saying Narco Cop was playing about depipping about 28% of hands. He had been very aggressive in this $10 buy-in, and here are are the options to fold, to call, to raise to 1200, raise to... What? Wait a minute, he made it 800, and my man's giving options to 12 and 1400 amounts. So it's already getting kind of spicy. That's so nasty. To be on a site with these other crushers, you know, well-known poker public figures is pretty exciting, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I didn't mention that when I was kind of giving a little intro here too. You know, Assassinato, Matt Affleck, John Little, all coaches on the site, so very highly respectable, quality poker content.
Yep, Evan Jarvis as well. You know, remember Evan Jarvis, Matt Affleck, Assassinato, John Little.
Yeah, so I guess that just makes sense. He just have the ace of clubs in his hand. That's interesting, though. I
How
thought
many
that was
points you got?
interesting.
You didn't do that bad. 45.
I like how you just pat me on the back. You didn't do that bad. Well, yeah, good job, buddy. Like,
The back.
I remember I got the higher score in the first one. So, you know, we're 1 for 1, buddy.
I just want to know.
Calling, guys. Let's see if we're good.
Similar situation as pre-flop. I think pre.
All right, guys, we're checking, I guess. Oh, for fuck's sakes.
One of the things I see people when it comes to poker is when you can get to the turn and opportunity.
When you're facing a min raise or just a touch more than a min raise, and there's an ante in play, which is going to be the case in most tournaments, I think, going forward, you want to defend pretty wide. If your opponent's making a 2.
All right, cool. You're going 1400.
I'm going 1400, guys.
I'm gonna go call with the arm and just see what happens.
All right, and...
I would fold in game though, for the record, in case that's the winning end.
You won. You win. I have to concede. You win.
14K.
14K, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Well, no, we can't win. This is a pretty rough spot because
Damn it.
Mm-hmm. Where do you gonna get my chat? They like naughty things. They like just beer, alcohol, you know.
All right, let's do I can do a $10 ACR giveaway.
A $10 ACR giveaway courtesy of my man Toe. For me beating that ass heads up in this. Sorry. No, we'll do this. We'll have to do it at least once a week, man. And then, you know, we'll do it. We'll do it every week a couple times.
So it's a tie.
I guess we got to give out $10 to each other's communities. We'll just do our own $10 free roll for each. Or does that sound fair?
Yes. Do you know what this means?
You win. I give his chat $10. Take it.
So that's cool because we have 2 ties and then a win from you and a win from me. This is like the epic battle. It's perfect. It's great.
Yeah, we're even Stevens.
This is awesome.
Take it.
I love it.
You know,
Stop. We got a giveaway going. Let's run the giveaway for the $10 ACR winner. Closing the giveaway. Drawing the winner. My man Sebs are getting the $10 ACR giveaway for this one.
what
All right,
up?
guys. We're here. It's Saturday morning-ish. Welcome, guys. It's a study stream. Back at it again, trying to get better where you guys can take some of these quizzes from the poker coaching site and win prizes at the same time. There's a ton of you out there, so I can't say hi to everybody. What up, fam? Jelly and Cyrus, thank you for those subs. 22 for Jelly, and it was 30 some for Cyrus. I don't have it.
I think I got one in there. I think I got a 42. Let me see. I think I got a 42.
I have
in your
two
chat.
people that are like in the mid 50s. Can you believe that?
Dang.
Anyways, we're here every Saturday. Exclamation point PC in my
Jealous.
chat. Exclamation point PC in Six's chat. Where you can get a link to sign up for free for pokercoaching.com. They have
There we go.
webinars every week where you can get up close and personal with these coaches. They have quizzes, 20 free quizzes if you sign up for the free. If you sign up for premium, there's almost 2,000 of them. Homework assignments every month. There's the Poker Coaching Discord where Sixes and I do another 1 hour more in-depth study stream once a week. Hand histories, all this kind of shit in there. And so make sure you check all that out. Sixes, what up? It's the first time we're here together. Uh-oh. Screaming kids. We're not here together. I'm lone solo again. Joel and Sixes, thank you for those subs. When is study Discord? It's Thursdays at the same noon. Thursdays at noon Eastern. We do a 1 hour Q&A. We have been showing our aggregate reports that we have from our Pio sims. We do some Pio study. We run some Lucid stuff. So check that out. It's a little more in depth. So yeah, Thursdays we do that. Plus there's another study group hosted by Luis Felipe, who is a poker coaching community member, and he does them Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at I believe 7:30 a.m. Pacific, so 10:30 Eastern, and they go hours for that. So doing similar stuff. They go deep as well. So all that available to you and free. Exclamation point PC Discord. I mean, that shit is popping. We do giveaways once a week. Right now, I believe we're giving away $50. We give away poker coaching memberships. We give away hoodies and shirts and hats and swag. Jonathan Little was in there yesterday doing an Ask Me Anything. You could get up on and talk to him directly, ask him a question, mic to mic, not face to face. But still, it is going off in there. So make sure you check out the Discord. Six and I both in there every day, hanging out and answering questions and all that good stuff. For those of you who are new, this is how this is going to work. Poker coaching, all one word. You ready, Sixes?
I am ready. What's up, guys? Sorry, kids battling. Of course, they start as soon as I start streaming. You know how kids are.
As long as your
Perfect
daughter's
timing.
winning, that's all that matters.
Hell yeah, she's winning. My son's crying and he's holding his stomach, so that's
Perfect.
good.
For those of you guys that are new, this is what we're going to do. Type poker coaching in the chat, all one word, and you will be entered into the drawing. And then Six is going to draw one person from his stream. I'll draw
I got one person entered. I'm not as popular
my
as the top.
stream. And then the two of you are going to compete with this quiz. Farage Doc quiz is where we're going to start. Whoever gets the most points at the end, we send you $5. Try and answer as quick as possible. Understandably, you might need a second or two to think about it. And try and tag at Crazy Sixes and or at GodsBigToe with your answer, because with the chat streaming by, it just makes it a lot easier for us to see. It pops out on our screen. And there we go. I got poker coachings coming in like crazy. I don't know if...
Yeah, we got a few now. We have one.
Nightbot.
I thought it was just going to be Deuterino versus the world, but we got a few others, a couple other legends. Their drugs, Jellyfish, Pucks, LaRock, Fishmonger.
If it all
Good
goes
morning,
south,
guys.
Sixes, you always have Brian. Ride or
Yeah,
die.
or I'll step in and beat some ass real quick. You already know. All right, cool. We ready. We ready. Let's do it.
Yep. All right, cool. You want to roll right now? You ready?
Why did it say nobody's eligible? What the heck?
I would say put no keyword in and let people just type. Rack them up real
Yeah.
quick.
I'm gonna have to run upstairs again. Oh my god, guys, can you type and
It's open
just
in
type
Six's
in
chat.
chat? It's
Just
weird.
type in there.
It's like
Are you on
nothing
the
was
global- are
entering.
you
Oh,
on the
there it
global
is
channel?
now.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I wasn't. It just had to reset. I
Yeah,
apologize.
sometimes.
Just type anything in chat. You can see it's entering you guys now. Chat. Boom.
In the meantime,
We'll give it 10 seconds.
I'll be drawing on my side
Go
for the Army. Who's it going to be? Oh, wait. Presty coming in last minute. Get in there. Last chance. 3, 2, 1. Bang! Vitable Moss. What up?
All right.
Good
cool.
luck, my
And
friend.
There it is. A couple
Oh,
more
can you
people
repeat
in
that?
there at the last second. You guys see you're entered. You'll love to see it. And Fishmonger. What's up, man?
Shit.
Good luck, my friend. I'm assuming you know how this works. If not, just let me know and I'll walk you through it. If you do, good luck, man. We're gonna do quiz. I believe we were talking about it. 1450, which is my man Faraz, the ace jack suited in the small blind versus a raise and a call. So
Vada Moss is asking what he does too. So since these are kind of new guys, this is what's going to happen. We're going to play this quiz for you real quick. Let me know what you would do, and we'll ask the audience what they would do. We'll tell you what we would do. We'll see what Faraz is going to do. But either way, we're going to go with your answer. If you get a better score than the person competing on Six's stream, then we'll send you $5. Plain and simple. And if you don't, you get to learn for free. Like we always say, if you're going to fuck a hand up, this is the place to fuck it up for free. And get better. Easy. Easy. Win-win. All right, let's play the video. Ready?
1450. Let's do it. I'm ready.
All right, cool.
Ace Jack clubs here in the small blind in a 1K tournament live in Vegas just the other week. So we have an under the gun open, a button call. We're in the small blind with Ace Jack suited, 150 big blinds. Do we want to call or do we want to squeeze? If we do decide to raise here, you can choose between 950 or 1370 with the sizing.
All right, here we go. No fold option. Call
No
or
folds.
squeeze. If you're going to squeeze, Kep, what size?
Thank you for that follow, John. Appreciate that.
1370 size.
Ready to get Jacques, as Drug says. Here we go.
1370, 950 for Dennis out there.
Okay,
We
you
got-
see a 950.
We officially have every option now. Call for Calvin.
We have 0 options. Everybody's shook.
Vitable going 950. That's what we're.
We at least need
sticking
one
with.
option here, which is fishmongers. Where you at, my dude? How you feeling about squeezing this spot or just calling?
How deep? Deep as fuck. All right, I know what I'm doing. All in, says Calvin. Jelly says, call. Don't like to squeeze the end of the gun. We have a good starting hand and don't want to raise and get re-raised and have to fold. Faraz don't flat.
1370 for Deuterino, 1370 for Fire Danks as well.
Easy squeezy. That's what Bruce says.
We're thinking we're mixed here, but we'll probably raise. Drug says, what size you like, Drugs? More often. Okay.
I already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to check the chart to see if I'm cray-cray.
I know what I'm doing. Fishmonger is going 1370.
950 for Vitable.
Cool. What are you thinking here, Tom?
I'm definitely squeezing. These are like the best suited paint in these spots, or your kind of your best squeeze spots. I would actually probably in game, if I'm honest, go in between the 950 and 1370, something around 1100. So 1370 seems more viable for we're deep as hell.
But the thing is, yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can squeeze some of the other ones, but Ace Jack doesn't really make better hands fold, and we get called. I probably just call the Ace Jack suited and squeeze some of the others. But I think if I am going to raise, it's going to be 1370, and I would probably mix. Definitely just calling if it was under the gun. But when the guy calls in the back seat, we are using like these as squeezes at a high frequency. All these suited paint Broadways, right? We're like Queen Jack, King Jack suited. We're squeezing a ton. So I'm assuming we'd probably be just squeezing here, but naturally I'd find a little bit more call with Ace Jack, but 1370.
Charts are saying with your 10x suited, King 10, Queen 10, Jack 10, it mixes 50-50 call and squeeze. Everything else, full frequency squeeze. All your suited paint. Ace Jack suited plus.
Yeah, you got to take the Ace Jack and shit, huh? Mm-hmm. So it's the 10s we mix with, not the
It's
Jack.
the 10s we mix with, yeah. So you're right there.
So 1370 has definitely got to be the right answer. All
yeah,
right,
we
let's
got to
do
size
it.
up. We're out of position.
I don't like 950. It feels too small.
Definitely. That's what we're going, though. I like the squeeze in general. Let's find out.
1370, come on.
This is a pretty great squeeze spot.
See you, bitch.
A lot of our
Faraz
hands
with
like
a harsh
Ace
score.
Queen, King Queen, and then a
What do you-
bunch of our suited Broadways, 10s plus. All these kind of premium hands just gonna really like squeezing here. It's good to kind of get the pot heads up or 3-way at the most, rather than 4-way out of position versus 3 people.
Can't ever go small.
And it's also good to lower the SPR when you're out of position. So that's kind of why we're really incentivized to do a lot of squeezing here. And I'm going to go with the larger sizing, 1370. We are incredibly deep here. I'd probably use the smaller sizing of a 960 if maybe we were only 40 bigs or so. That said, if we were only 40 bigs, I probably wouldn't squeeze ace-jack suited because I don't want to waste it and get jammed on. Maybe I would squeeze ace-jack off because I don't feel as bad wasting that in this scenario. Here, I'm not so worried about wasting it because it's very unlikely we're going to get 4-bet, and even if we do, it's going to be for non-island sizing. So we don't have to get blown off our equity as easily when we're this deep. Button calls us. Flop is ace-jack 3. Do you want to check? Bet 960, bet 1600, or 2550?
3 SPR.
Why does lowering the SPR out of position benefit the out of position player? It's because we can't get floated as much. The pot's bigger. They can't float as much. They get committed more. Forces them to be polarized.
What are we doing here? I see a check instantly.
That helps with the positional disadvantage.
So wait a minute. Let me confirm this. He gave a 0 for 950.
Goose egg. That's harsh.
God,
because squeezing in general, like a good thing, right? So like,
yeah, he just hates the size that much. He just thinks you're gonna go 3-way, and
I'd give it at least a 4.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking. It's pretty rough, man. Yeah,
for us, harsh. 44 months for Matt. Thank you. The booyah. All right, here we are. We 3-bet. Did he 3-bet in game?
Hell yeah, he 3-bet.
You mentioned calling. Cool. Cool. 3-bet. Do we c-bet?
3-bet, c-bet, and what size? Ooh, I'm seeing a lot of different answers. I see 1 check, a bunch of 960s, a 20, 550, and I don't know.
Yeah, is it a big mistake? I mean, it's kind of a big mistake. Yes. Like the sizing's a big mistake because you're gonna get floated. But I would reward the fact that the thought was squeeze and not call, because if you look at the charts, it's like 95% squeeze. And so, like, I would give some value to the fact that, you know, Vitable saw the squeeze, just made a little bit of a size.
But the problem is with the sizes, you're not condensing villains' ranges at all.
Oh, I agree
with that. They both just get a. So, I mean, with that and respect that we're going to be playing out of position against 2 players, you're in hell, like, a lot. Unless you
totally agree. I just think that you should give some credit for the fact that he saw the fact that you squeezed.
Yeah, I mean,
give a brother a 4. I'm fighting for you, Vitable. I'm trying to play politics for 4 points over you. I'm trying. All right, what are we doing? Frost is a brooder. Brooder on the quiz. That's funny. 960, obviously.
960 is 960. Fishmonger's going 960. Cool. What are you guys doing over there?
Cyrus got 16. I don't see Vitable yet. Joel says, once one's interesting. Range probably splits between 33 and 66 on the flop. 960 seems good, though, he says. Where you at, Vitable? I didn't miss you, right? No. I don't think so.
Huckleberry, thank you for the follow as well. Thank you, Huck.
Did I miss you?
Joel, I should say.
No.
All right. We're still waiting?
But up there he is, 960. I got you.
All right. Yeah, man, it's interesting. I was messing around with these spots in GTO trying to show. I mean, I seen some half pot. I can't remember if it was on ace high boards, but yeah, and like quarter pot, half pot, one of those 2 options maybe split between those 2, and I would probably just go 960 here for sure for me.
Yeah, Matt's saying big bet. Hawk Matt. Yeah, I don't think we ever checked. 3-bet, c-bet for sure with range. And with this hand, just considering, is there any reason to go big bet other than? I mean, this is such a draw heavy board in a 3-bet pot. I can half see the argument for big bet. I'm kind of conflicted between 960 and 25.
For those that like check, are you check raising or check calling? That's a good question from Chair Winston. Winston's using. I see a lot of the bigger bets in my chat, man. I do see a lot of. I see a reasonable amount of 25-50s. It's not a sizing I would use. I'd probably use the 16 more, but I can see it.
Cool. 960 is what we're doing. That's what Vitable's doing.
Same here. Let's see what Faraz thinks. This would be interesting. I mean, I'm all.
I'm
small
definitely
bet.
betting here quite a bit. We're gonna have a lot
I
of
see you, Fish.
aces in our range, and because of that, we're just doing a lot of betting. Here, if we check, we risk our opponent checking back a bunch of worse aces, like ace deuce through ace 5 suited, ace 10 suited. So we're definitely betting here, and I'm just betting 960. Opponent calls. Turns a 4. Same situation. Do we want to check, bet 2,000 or bet 4,000?
Check 2-4. Check 2-4. What are we doing? This should be fun. I want to see what your chat says. I know instantly. 2K for Stinky.
King 10 suited jelly as well. He says, what's villain's range here? Ace 10 suited plus 10s through 8s, jacks or 7s. Can't have the nuts of King Queen suited. You can also have King 10 suited. Can have 9 10 suited. Could have, I think, some small portion of 8 9 suited.
This.
4K for Cyrus.
4K for. I
Check.
see one
Okay.
4K and all 2Ks.
I see a bunch of 4Ks and 2 checks.
Cool. I got all 2Ks here. Wait a minute. We still waiting.
Check for Vitable.
2K
Texas.
keep all his Jack X in. CZ says. 2K for Deuterino.
Interesting.
$2K. So fun.
2K actually still sends up SPR for the River Jam, says Matt. Maybe we drag him along. Lots of 2Ks. 2K, but 4K price is Ace Rag on the River, I think. Mm-hmm.
I'm still waiting for. You still waiting for your guy?
No, Vitable checking.
Vitable is checking, and I'm still waiting for Fish. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Somewhere in the middle,
Rivers
probably
is
my
pressing.
sizing in game.
Stu going 4K.
Got a minute. I'll go with 2K.
Hey, banking with the 4 months. Thank you, buddy. I would go through
Hey.
it. Figure out.
All right, he did it. He went with 2K. I hate to. I'm going 4K every time. Simple. Nope,
Yeah, me too.
4K every time. It's if you like in these spots, we just go use like a large size here a lot. Like there may be some instances like I would jam some shit. Like I don't know. Like I think we get max value from some of his combo draws with spades, his ace X. Yeah, I mean his Jack X we already blocked. Like you guys are trying to give him good prices with like his ace X where he can just call and fold river. And all that. And you're worried about like being exactly geometric. I want the most value now, and I'm gonna go 60, 80% or something like that on this card a lot.
Yeah, Ace Queen, Ace King, Ace 10 suited, like that didn't jam or didn't raise
never going
again on pre-flop. All come along like when we squeeze to that size, get called, c-bet on an ace high board, get called. Like this range is so narrow, right? Like he's got an ace. Or he's got some sort of gut shot, usually with a combo draw or something, right? And all those guys are going to pay the big price.
Yeah,
and you're not getting
just
like floated by queens or eights for any price, right? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I just think some of the solver work it seems like we're going to use a big sizing more on the turn in this kind of spot. Can be pretty polar here, right? So I don't know why we would ever go 2K. Here, but I mean, maybe Faraz does, and maybe I'm dead fucking wrong, but I would always go 4K here myself, and I'm interested to learn if that's reasonable. Since it looks like literally 70, 80% of people in my chat are going 2K, so I'm always going 4K.
Is villain folding queens? I mean, I think when we 3-bet pre, c-bet flop, bet turn, at that point they're folding queens.
Got
I mean, not on the flop, but on the turn.
We're like fine. We're like looking for one hand outliers. This is range, man. He calls with some ace X. He has some combo draws, king 10, king queen of spades and stuff like that. We don't block. No, I'm not giving him a price. No shot in hell. I'm giving him 2K for that. Not letting him get off the hook with an ace for 2K. He's paying. So 4K for me. Let's see what for us thinks.
Let's do it.
I'm probably mixing here between checking and betting 2,000.
Checking?
Gave 10 points for a
Betting
check.
4,000 is a bit unnecessary. It
10
becomes
points
really
for a
hard to
check?
balance with
Yep.
bluffs. We're almost just kind of committing ourselves.
Can we run this
Even though
one
we're not
after this?
committed, it's a lot harder
run this
to
one
balance
when we were
bluffs. And
talking
you don't
about
want to have
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say to you.
We were
I
gonna run
do
our
see
hands after
sometimes
this.
students will take lines.
All right,
They own
14,
sizes.
15.
They only do with value hands. They just never have bluffs to match it up with that. You don't want to do that. The value of checking here
I got
is
it.
you can possibly get some hands like king queen.
I would never.
or
I would
queen
always go
10
4.
to start bluffing you, and maybe an ace might bet.
Did we ban
it's
that
possible.
thing? The fucking bot.
But yeah, that's why I'm checking. I'm just kind of giving him a chance to maybe stab at it. And he goes check, check. River is a 7, so basically same options. Do you want to check, bet 2,000, or bet 4,000, or all in?
Jam.
Do you have another option? This one.
All right, this is interesting. Usually for me, if I'm going to check the turn, the stack to pot ratio is going to be a little bit smaller. You know, if we have like a pot-sized jam on the turn, I don't really want to chase off all those hands. Don't need a heaping ton of protection, so I could see checking if the pot was a little bigger and our stack was a little smaller. That's a surprising check, though. We are going to run it. We are definitely going to run it, Stu. And it's like a squeezy pot, too, so SPR in general is going to be small, so it should run pretty fast. Joseph Ross, like computer, this hand does mix bet check on 50-50 on the turn. You have this on a 3-bet pot and a squeezy pot there, Joel? You have this ran already?
I bet. Wifey came home. Had to let her know.
Calvin checking again. Monkey May going 4K. What up?
Damn, I can't believe we got wrecked. What did he say? I mean, I heard some of it. I got wrecked. So I wonder what he gave it for. Probably fucking like a 0. I probably got a 0.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now what are we doing?
He thinks betting small is going to keep all those floats in still, right? The gut shots and the underpair.
I don't know if that's right in a sim. It just feels wrong to me. But
Joel's saying it's right, but I'm not sure if he ran it. No, he said it. He ran it. He's got it in a squeeze spot. He said it's 50-50.
Damn. I need to see. He's right there.
Oh, he said it's 50-50, but the bet size is the big bet size between check and bet.
It's not ever small.
No.
Oh, yeah, I like that. Okay, that makes me feel better. Somebody ran it. Feels like we're using a big bet size and never small, but I can see checking being reasonable. All right, cool. All in for me, Skin Job says Jim and Hopi Heroes with an ace. If we're checking to induce plus, we're probably checking again, Deuterino says. Yeah, so we checked. 4K, Skin Job says. Not getting worse hand to call, 80% bet on turn. Okay.
Viable going 2K. Presty 2.
Interesting.
Bruce 4 with a question mark. Jelly says, jamming, get hero call by the worst pair of ace-X. Would rep the Mr.
Jamming,
Draws.
says Jelly.
And he's the nitty one. Not today.
Win, says Fired Eggs.
Computer likes small
I know what
size
I'm
of here,
doing.
but let's see what Faraz does.
Wait a minute, we don't have an. I'm still waiting for Fishmonger.
Joel out there cheating. I asked Faraz once on stream a lot of these hypothetical hands to show a concept, and they all benefit their solver. Some of the coaches solve all of their quizzes before they do them. I don't think Faraz does. And, he's more of an
Hybrid
exploitative player.
between-
And he's a hybrid. He's a hybrid. I'm not that he doesn't study
solving work
GTO.
as well.
But he's
He does
definitely a
all the work,
hybrid.
for sure.
Hybrid's a good word. Whereas like a guy like Affleck, who's like super structured, all of his quizzes are ran through the solver.
Fishmonger says I like 4K here. Okay. So we got 4K.
Okay, value town. 2K for Vitable.
Cool. I think I'm checking.
What?
Yep. When he checks back the turn, when he checks back the turn, I think he
capped.
tried to realize, and he think he's capped as hell, and we get value from his bluffs. I can't imagine what he calls with that didn't bet the turn for value or protection.
All
I
of
think
a
a
jack.
small bet. I guess we go 2K and get called by a jack, or it's either 2K or check.
Ooh,
Like going
ooh.
2K, going big as hell. Like what can he call with?
So I would be surprised. I'm gonna run this hand anyway, but
To run, I would probably
be
shove.
surprised if it didn't like. I mean, if it jammed the river, I wouldn't be surprised. However, like I find in practice with these big giant bets, like sometimes the over jam in these spots is just too much heat. So I think I would go 4. I guess is what I'm leaning. I'm definitely big betting.
But what calls for?
At all the jack X.
Nah, I mean we block.
And then
jack X
some
as
of the
well. We
underpair,
unblock
like
flush
9s
draws.
and 10s that
We
like
block. Yeah.
we don't block any of the missed flush draws.
You know, when we run these spots, sometimes it looks like we can mix with some of it, but it's like we block so much of his value hands, and so many of the gut shots and flush draws are still available in his range that he might feel he turns those into a bluff since he can't show down with like queen high, king high, and spades. So he just bluffs those, and we can fucking wreck him then. Because he can't call. I mean, I guess hoping he calls with the jack. That's the way I see it. But let's see what Faraz thinks. It's super interesting. 4K. I guess, but yeah, I mean, a lot of people going 4K.
I'll go 4K in a second.
Yeah.
All right. Buttable checking though. Let's do it.
Oh, I've been fucking wrecked. Let's go.
Now, on the turn, I was mixed
10
about
point
whether or
check.
not you want to check or bet. Whereas
Let's go.
now I'm strongly biased towards checking because we do block a jack,
We do block
which
jack.
is one of the hands we get called by. And I think once we've played our hand this way, an ace is going to almost always bet. And a missed flush draw is going to is going to pretty much always bet. So I think checking is just definitely the play. Our opponent has way more aces in their range than jacks. So even though we block both, the fact that we have the jack is just way less likely to have a jack, and the jack is the main hand they're going to be checking back. So I really like a check here. They bet, and we don't need a quiz here. You got the best hand. You know, your opponent's super cat. We definitely want to raise, go for value here, shove it in.
Got his ass, Seabass. Check cat jam. Beautiful. Well played, Faraz. That was a beautiful hand. As played, checking seems good because he's so capped that when we get called when our big bets, when we block a jack, if we're going to get called by an ace, he's probably going to bet it, and we get the benefit of him betting his missed draws. I think was the important
I think us
thing
having the
there.
jack was the big differentiator because we block his value call range. You know,
Yeah. You said y'all late as fuck. Yeah, we start. a half
Jelly
an
doesn't
hour.
care.
My
He
son
said he's
has
still jamming.
basketball.
Remember, fuck for us.
He said that.
He didn't
Man,
say the
his
fuck
ass.
for us part. It was implied.
We got a 30.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, fight up on my man. Goose egg the pre-flop, but straight 10s to tie at the
Ruh-roh, Shaggy.
buzzer.
All right.
What up,
Be
AK
quick.
Soul?
First person to call heads or tails gets the call in the heads up, in the flip. We do a coin flip whenever we get a tie score between the contestants. So let's do it. Call it. First person to call it. I get tired of waiting.
Vitable or I forget who was on your side.
Fishmonger.
Fishmonger. Whoever gets heads or tails in
He
the
calls
chat
heads.
first.
He says heads.
All right, here we go. Flipping it.
Here we go. We watch the flip.
Tails. We
Horse
did
shit.
it, America.
What are these heads calls? The heads calls
are wins the $5. Welcome, and congrats. All right,
Gotcha.
Butterbull, send me a DM. Let me know how I can send you the $5. ACR screen name, PayPal, Skrill,
Good job, buddy.
carrier pigeon, smoke signal, whatever. Snail mail. Let me know. Congratulations. All righty.
You know what time it
New
is.
quiz, and while we're gonna select a new quiz and let that load, new keyword.
You already
got one
know.
You got one of your weird ass
Cat
keywords.
jam.
Cat jam.
Mirage just cat jammed that man on the river.
He did. Fuck that guy. Also implied.
All right, cool. We'll find another quiz.
All right,
Get
guys,
you-
cat
get
jam in
there,
the chat,
Cat jam.
and we will draw new contestants.
You're eligible, so it's working. 2 eligible. It's working. Get in there. What up, Crest? How you doing, bro? Welcome. Good to see everybody. Thank you guys for joining. Also, if you guys are in the poker coaching Discord, we're doing a weekly giveaway for $50 where all you have to do is literally join the Discord and hit this little guy here to be entered. The dollar sign.
Oh, wait, let me show it on my screen. And
easy as
we're
hell.
not doing $50 every week. It does vary, right?
Yeah, we got a hoodie last week. We give away premium memberships. We give away some cool stuff. We gave away $1,000 as well.
Yeah, last week, $1,000
recently.
giveaway.
So last week we gave away $1,000. So it's worth being in the Discord since there's weekly giveaways and value. And I want to see you guys get.
And all you got to do is come over here to the poke coaching thing. I'm
Yeah,
gonna catch
hey.
up because Sixes was more prepared and had his shit on screen. Go to the giveaway channel. This giveaway post will vary week to week. All you gotta do is click the little emote, ba-bang, and you're in. We draw it every Tuesday. Easy peasy. Go get that. Go get that free shit. This week it's $50. All right, I'm ready to draw. Oh wait, we gotta pick a quiz because that shit takes a minute to load. You just want to start at the very top and work our way down?
Yeah, we can do that. We can do this Queens
Affleck.
1487 with Affleck. Yeah.
All right, rolling for mine. It's Calvin Branch Jr. Congratulations.
The wide receiver from Hofstra U.
Calvin, here's some links. This is a link for you to sign up for PC.
Bang.
This is the PC Discord link.
What up, Chris? He did it.
Out.
All right, cool. Got that. We got 1487. Crest is in the house, gonna take over the mic.
Oh, you drew Crest?
Yeah.
Oh, brought in a ringer. All right, Calvin. We ain't gonna let them do this to us. You ready?
Let's go.
Let's get 'em,
All right,
buddy.
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
All right, in today's
me
hand,
see
we
that,
have pocket
yeah.
queens. We're going to be facing a raise, button cut off from the low jack. We are in the hijack versus a mid raise. Should we fold, call, or re-raise to 10,000?
Who's balancing their folding range? Who's doing it?
Ooh. Okay. Anybody getting fancy with flatting or going 10K?
Take.
Easy 10K.
You don't got to
Chris.
claim, Calvin. You just got to tell me what you would do. I see you.
This is an Affleck quiz. Raise.
What would you do here, buddy?
Barroos.
10Ks everywhere. Lots of 10Ks. No flats. Nobody folding. Spazzes. Everyone's
10K
spazzing.
all day, 10K.
Pete says raise.
Easy 10K.
Raise. Mendes says jam. 10K, Bob. Tell him what he's won. Sixes.
Okay, Crest is going 10K.
Everyone's going 10K, right? We're just raising
Yeah.
queens. What the fuck? Don't fold, don't call. Easy game. Next quiz.
I
Ready?
guess there would be a frequency of flatting here. Like
this stack
this lineup, I guess you could, I mean, it could be reasonable with the reshove, 2 reshove stacks here. But at the
Are there
same time,
reshove
like
stacks?
10K. Yeah, there's 2
there's
of
2
them.
smaller stacks. I guess, like, yeah. I guess
Yeah, but
was
I mean, I'm going
thinking
10K.
hundreds. Yeah.
But yeah, let's do it. I think we should be fine.
We're doing it. We did it.
Both, obviously, folding is out of the question. That is the worst option, clearly. So we can narrow it down to a call or a re-raise. I think both options are fine. And if you look at like a GTO range solution, it's going to mix here. And it's going to call here maybe like 30% of the time. But I like to, I'm
I
going
gotta
to
look just 'cause I wanna see.
re-raise as the 10 score.
I would do it
And I
sometime.
gave call only a score of 8. And the reason is most people don't squeeze enough. And part of the reason for calling here is that we're going to induce squeezes
There you
behind
go.
us.
I get it.
And, you know, it's good to have a hand like queens here sometimes. We can get extra money in the pot when someone squeezes. But I don't think that's going to happen enough. So I like to lean towards a 3-bet here. If you have aggressive squeezers behind, it's good to mix in that, you know, call here 20-25% of the time. You don't need to get too carried away. But I prefer a 3-bet. I do 3-bet. Player calls. And flop comes ace, king, queen. Should we check, bet 7,000, bet 14,000, or bet 21,000?
Ooh, interesting spot. It's a little interesting. What are we doing?
Damn, this is interesting. What size do we like for a 3-bet C-bet?
Who uses an RNG to pick the 30% or 70%? Literally, Matt Affleck plays with an RNG and rolls for it. He has one up on screen when he's
Some
playing.
people use suits. You can
There are
come up with
different.
some-
There are different methods of randomizing, but
wearing a watch and knowing
the serial number on your chip. But he does randomize in game and online when he plays every session.
14, 14, 7, 7, 14, 7, 7.
10K because I know an ace
Elements.
or king is coming, says Jelly. Lots of 7Ks out there. Lots of small betting.
Very wet board.
Except for
as
Matt.
he says.
Matt going big.
Matt?
Matt, yeah. Affleck ain't here today.
Yeah.
Range bet small, says Pete.
14 or 21. Potting that bitch.
Rania says, put me in, coach. I can do it. Chop up the
Pot
bet.
that thing. Pot
Good.
that thing.
Who's our guy? It's Calvin. What are you doing, Calvin? Bet 21. Calvin sizing up.
Yeah, I guess I'm going 7K. So Chris is going 7K.
All in.
14K. So many draws. Okay. Jellyfish is going 14. Your guy went already?
Yep. 20.
21.
Pot.
Pot that beach. Well, sheesh. I mean, I think big is fine, right?
I think big is good. I don't know about pot or not. That
Yeah, I see
again,
that like
that feels a little
14.
hefty, but like I wouldn't be that surprised. It's a 3-bet pot. He smacks the shit out of this, and all his like 9s and you know
Under
8s and 7s. They're not calling for any bet size anyways. But all of the ace, the king with the gutter, the flush draw. Yeah.
You know, it's interesting when he calls a 3-bet, he has like the suited variety of hands as well, like King 10 suited and like and
Jack suited, Queen Jack suited, Queen 10 suited. Yep.
Yeah, like that. So he's gonna have like a pair and a flush draw, a pair and a straight draw, a lot. Top pairs, Ace Jack, Ace 10 suited, you can't fold. Probably go 14.
Calvin's so excited. He's trying to click the 21,000 on my screen and upset that it's not working.
Why is this bet not working?
Yeah.
So
I'm only 14 too.
I wonder if we just go small here, like we just like standard. It doesn't feel like it because we both show up here with a condensed range and he's not continuing with like the under pair portion and stuff. 14 for me.
Me too. All right,
7 for
because Calvin's a goddamn savage. Let's do it.
We got both extremes. 7 here. Let's go.
So
Small
we're
bet.
checking here out of the question here
I
with
see
bottom
you.
set. If we had aces here,
I'm about
we
to
would
run this
check
one
a
too,
little bit.
but-
But even then, I think we get a mostly range bet this flop,
Even though I
and
know
we're going to
you
use a
ran it
small
already.
size here. So I like bet 7,000. The reason I don't like bet 14,000 is that we're still up against a pretty strong range here in the low jack, and both play. We're not going to have a significant nut advantage here. The low jack can still have a little bit of ace king, can still have pocket queens himself, can have jack 10 suited. And so we're going to mostly use a small size. The hands we're targeting are their small pairs like deuces,
I see you.
9s.
Oh, we were saying those were folding.
And,
That's why we didn't do that.
Suited connectors like 6-5 suited, those type of hands that are going to just fold right away. And we can just do that with a small size. So if we are having a bluff here, also, like I would just bet my entire range here mostly, and so I'm going to use a small size here. If you've said bet 14,000, I think that's fine, especially against weaker opponents. When we size up here, if we size up here to like 14,000, the opponent can actually start folding some pretty strong hands like weak ace X, because this is such a good flop for us. So
Interesting.
sizing
People don't
up against
fold
weaker
that.
opponents that are going to call too much is a pretty good answer. This is a good
Okay.
regular here, so I'm going to use a small size here with my entire range on the flop.
Fair enough.
I bet 7,500. My opponent calls. 5 of clubs on the turn. Our opponent checks. Should we check? Bet 13,000. Bet 25,000. Or bet 35,000.
So he made a good point there. He said against weak opponents and people who won't fold, you can go 14. And I think that's what we face.
We
at,
play a lot of those mid-stakes guys. who
Dude,
don't fold, right?
cats are not folding ace 9 on this board if they call with ace 9 suited in some of these games.
Agreed.
Hmm.
And certainly not like.
So against a
16,
strong
50 and under.
opponent, you got to play more theoretically sound and go
Average
just
55
small.
guy.
Yeah. I'm just making excuses for my blunder. A bunch of 25s out there.
Bunch of 25s for me, too. Calvin says, Bob, hit the 25. I'll try to do that in my best game show voice. Pucks
I'm digging 25 in
doing
this
25.
spot. Yeah, I haven't seen a.
It looks like we checked on this board, right? No, he didn't.
No, we went 7.
Okay, cool.
We went 7.
I didn't see the stacks change. 13.
I play on global, so going for
Kep and Huckleberry. Play on global, go ahead.
Oh no, CZ says I play on global, so going 14 should be fine.
On global, you can jam.
Get snapped by ace-6 of spades or something.
Get snapped by like 4-7 of diamonds.
True. Actually fucking true. That's the Eagle Claw.
I didn't even do that on purpose. I never think about the claw. That's your thing. Ready, it says like 13K. Keeps in those weak hands he has. Sets up the SPR of the River Jam.
25K. So Crest is 25. Where are you guys at over here?
I don't know. Count 25.
25 here for me as well.
Yeah, 25 for me too.
It's that size. It just feels just like a good size. We're like 60-ish% of the pot. It's going to leave us just a really nice SPR to jam a river. We still get calls by a portion of his range. I don't want to go too small. So yeah, let's go 25 for me as well.
Press said not much change on the turn, so he's going 13, except a lot changed, right? In that we 3-bet and we C-bet, and now this guy's got a pair. There's no question he's got a pair of some sort. Most likely a pair and a gutter. And so we get another street of value from those hands. For sure. And a big size.
Let's see if Matt wants to use the small size
let's
ever
do it.
here with the set.
Let's see if I'm wrong.
25, let's go.
So our goal here on the turn is to make our opponent indifferent with hands like ace-9 of clubs, making their weak ace-x hands with no flush draws indifferent, making hands like queen-jack, king-jack, for example, indifferent here. And the sizing that's going to be the most effective with doing that is 25,000. The opponent only has 70,000 left. There's 40,000 in the pot. So going bigger than 25,000 doesn't make a ton of sense because that's going to be like a geometric sizing here. So if we bet like 2/3 pot here for 25, there's going to be 88 in the pot. This opponent's going to have about 60,000 left, 55. So that's like another 2/3 pot bet. So we're betting 2/3 on the turn, 2/3 on the river. If we bet really big on the turn, then we're going to be betting really small on the river. If we bet really small on the turn, we'll be betting very big on the river. So that's why we like the middling sizing here. We want to bet geometrically, so we bet equal percentages of the pot on the turn and the river here. As for bluffs, bluffs are going to come from hands like queen jack here, potentially even a hand as strong as maybe king 10. Pocket 10s and pocket jacks will be very common bluffs here. We want to block the strongest hands in the villain's range, which are going to be like ace queen. We want to block jack 10, so that's why that queen jack, queen 10, pocket 10s, pocket jacks, blocking ace 10 and ace jack. Those are the hands we really want to be bluffing with. And then yeah, we can start to fold out some flush draws like 7-6 of diamonds with this medium-sized bet. I do bet. I bet 27,000. Our opponent calls, and the river is the deuce of diamonds. Our opponent checks. Should we check, or should we go all in?
All right, smarty pants, Jeff Gem. You were jamming before you saw the river card. You still jamming, sucker? Mr. Big confident jammy jammer.
Ooh,
what I really learned from that too is like the jacks, the queen jack, the jack, king jack, king 10. Like I definitely missed those bluffs. So I thought that was really interesting. I definitely learned something in that.
Check for fire dink. Check for cat jam. Oh, this is all over the place. Cox is jamming. Deuterino's cat jamming. Damn, Crest says you already know cat jam. God,
Jeff changed his mind. He's not jamming anymore. He's scared. He's scared.
All in if you have flush. Then what else? Oh my goodness.
Check his ass, says Calvin. Yeah, it's a weird one. It is a weird one.
Crest is just fucking ripping.
Not scared.
0 fucks have been given.
Calvin checking. Skirt. Joel checking. Scurred.
Did your guy already go?
Yes, checking.
Calvin, check. I mean, what did we get called by when we jam? 2 pairs no longer calling. You're dead. I think. I mean, what calls you?
Yeah, I don't know. I want to do something, but I don't think he can. Yeah, I don't think he can. All single pair hands.
He's never
full.
calling with single pair hand.
All single pair hands full.
Shackles.
And I'm not that scared, Bruce. I just don't
Glove
have a
catch.
value target range. If he donk jammed into us, what I call?
We 3-bet 1, 2, 3, and the flush gets there.
I mean, I think
we're gonna have to punt to call. He needs to punt. We have to hope he punts. I think.
If he donk jammed, would you call?
We block those pucks.
If he donk jammed, would you call? I mean, my first thought is like, you're gonna face that so infrequently, Jerome.
No, you're not on global. I don't know. People, I get dunked, jammed into in the fucking
as a bluff
on those spots. I don't know.
Oh, you don't know because you're always folding.
No, I'm not always folding. I pay the piper. Sometimes they have it. Sometimes they don't. Like sometimes cats just punt. Sometimes I'm just too stubborn to just say fuck this. I'm never folding. I'm never folding
if he donk
I got
jams,
jammed in,
but I ain't happy about it. Kept blasting off.
Kept jamming.
Yeah, Kep is jamming. Have to call versus a donk jam. It sucks, but you priced in it, right? I think so.
Yeah, I'm definitely never folding. Yeah. Ugh, I'm never folding.
It's never a bluff. It's never a bluff.
No, but I mean, we show up with the set. Like it's still one of the strongest hands in our range. Like I might fold some weak 2 pair king queen. I might fold, but whatever. All right, we are jamming. Let's see what Matt thinks about this.
We all said it's never a bluff, and all said we're never folding. That's not good.
Yeah, you hate to see it.
All right, we're checking
these big jobs. Cat jams, let's go. Right. Cat jams.
And nothing here to
Cat
really
jams?
be afraid of. The only flush draws I really could have are
Cat
the
jam!
King Jack of Diamonds, King 10 of Diamonds, King 9 of Diamonds, King 8 of
Chris,
Diamonds.
You're a fucking guy.
If they have a naked, like, 8, 9 of Diamonds or something, they're just going to fold that on the turn. They're not getting the right price. And so... yeah, we're still going to shove.
Man.
We'll run into pocket aces here every once in a while. We'll run into pocket Jack 10. But in general, for value betting the river,
I see you.
we just have too much equity here. And the opponent only having half pot left. Very easy shove. I do shove. And this shove should make ace-X indifferent. And again, bluffs probably coming from like Jack, 10-10. Queen Jack, Queen 10
running
type of
this
a
one
region.
since
It's probably where a lot of our bluffs are coming from. We shove, opponent folds, and we won the pot. The key takeaway here is just bet sizing to kind of set up.
I don't even want to run it. I want an excuse to shove this. Fuck it, me doing it.
Good stack sizes for the river.
I don't want to find an indifferent.
Don't piss on my parade.
Don't piss on me finding a new way to punt some chips in the pot. I want me like flush gets there, jam every time with a set. Cool.
That is funny.
Don't care.
I think you got us this time.
Hell yeah, we got us. We swished that bitch.
Oh, nice one.
See you,
nice
Chris.
one. This one got weird.
Young Champagne. Good job.
Nice job.
You know where to find me.
GG's,
nice
Calvin.
Every spot is, he just crushed the shit. Good job, friend. Cool. We got to give somebody else a chance to be like you. New keyword. You got one toe? I've been stealing every time.
We'll just do 6 toes. Make it easy.
All right, 6 toes.
It's boring.
Boring. Boomed out keywords.
1485.
1485. Let me see. This shit might take a second to load.
No one cares more than Matt Fair, Cap.
It's still loading.
Fair.
Mr.
Mr. Morris, welcome. What up, PR Eddie?
All right. He's trying to get back in there. He's greedy. Yeah, JL playing this 5K.
Yeah, 5K online. It's going to be tough as hell. You're in a weak spot in the field.
All right, get in there, guys. We got a few injuries. Six Toes.
Six Toes is a different channel there, Bruce. That's a different show. That one's late night on Showtime. You ready?
Sure.
All right, let's do it.
Stinky.
Oh, we brought in Yoda.
You got to be quick.
L Yoda.
What up, Mac?
We got a new mix of winners in the Army today. It's exciting.
Oh, we got the same guys. We had 3 injuries. We got Stinky in there, my dude.
Whoa.
The legend. He cleans the fuck up in these. You'll love to see it. We're doing 1485 JL in the 5K. I'm ready when you are, sir.
Let's do it.
Here we have King, Queen offsuit facing an under the gun raise about 30 big blinds deep. Should we fold, call, re-raise to 135,000, or go all in?
What? Okay.
Your mic is cutting out. Oh, there we go.
I know what I'm doing.
All right. 30-ish bigs opening up front.
Kept shipping over to your channel next week. He's seat shopping. Let's see if the giveaways are work better for him on your side.
Yeah, there's only a few in these early ones, for sure. At least jump in and peace out. Mag is calling.
Calls. What up, Marlon?
Machine Gun. I ain't seen my dude. I'll see you in a few months, man, when we get back out there. Hopefully, we'll catch up.
I don't know if he's ever coming back.
He's still out? Damn.
He's been gone for like 3 months. He says he's coming back, but I don't know if I believe him. I think he's got kidnapped. I think Texas stole his ass.
Folding. Chill Winston is
Call.
betting.
Lots of calls.
Deuterino is mostly mixing.
All calls.
Nah, we got 1 3-bet, 2 3-bets. Tree betting to 135, Chris says. And Stinky is calling.
I got straight calls. I see you, Yoda. I see you.
All right, cool. Stinky calling on this end.
Everybody go. Damn, I'm the only one 3-bet. Who's 3-betting on your side? Oh, there he is. Menace is with me.
Tree betting that.
Yeah, I think I'm 3-betting the King Queen off here for sure. Like, I do it a massive amount of the time. 135 for me, for sure. But I overexploit this spot on some level, so I'm not sure what, like, a chart
This is a
looks like.
5K.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably 3-bet.
I would flat here if the stack was slightly shorter. When he's at 30 bigs, I'm 3-betting. If he's at 20 bigs, I'm flatting. That's kind of how I would do it. 95.5 flat says right now, so I'm looking right now. 93% call says Pucks.
Finds a lot of call in the charts for sure. Nah, the charts find a lot of call in these under 30 big line or 30 big line, 40 big line iterations with King Queen, and then deeper. We might mix 3-bet a little bit more, but
It's also versus under the gun too, which is a little scurry.
no, it's MP. You're counting back from the button.
Yeah, button cut off 4-3 under the gun 2.
Oh, well, the way it works in these, yeah.
Oh, then we have under the gun 1 on the charts.
All right, cool. I like both, but I was thinking at 30,
70-30
find a better place.
On the poker coaching chart.
Flat?
70-30 flat.
Cool.
So I ain't crazy.
All right, cool. Stinky's flat, and let's go. All right. I'm ready when you are.
70-30. All right, let's do it.
What up, Rhymes with Orange? What's up?
This is an interesting scenario where typically I think you want to do a pretty good amount of calling on the button with King Queen offsuit. As our stack gets a little bit deeper, like say 40 big blinds or 50 big blinds or 60 big blinds or 80 big blinds, then we're going to start doing a little bit more 3-betting.
Yeah.
And if we were shallower, like 15 big blinds, we would be going all in. So this kind of weird stack depth between like 18 big blinds and 35 big blinds, I typically call with this hand because it flops pretty well. We're in position, etc. So I like calling. If you wanted to re-raise to 135K, I don't hate it. I think that's certainly viable. If you do re-raise and get jammed on, though, you have to fold, which is always annoying. But we do call. Something I think a lot of people don't quite realize is that you can call pretty wide in position, especially with the suited type hands, when we're playing, well, any stack depth, really. I think a lot of people think they have to 3-bet or fold in a lot of scenarios like this, but that is just not true. So we call. Flop comes Jack, 8, 4, 2 diamonds. We have a diamond, and the opponent checks. Should we check, bet 50,000, bet 100,000, or bet 150,000?
All right. They check to us. What are we doing in the back seat here? In position, we have club, diamond, 2 overs. We checking, trying to realize that, or are we going to be stabbing, trying to make them fold?
Marlon says 38%. What the fuck? Come on.
Is that what you say to the dealers out
You
in
make me
Texas?
pull out the Casio? The hell?
50K for
Small
CZ, check for Chell, 100K from Stinky, 100K from Fire Danks, and then Deuterino says 50K all day. Cool.
Lots of 50Ks and then a small mix of checking coming through. Kept checking.
I want to take a splash at the pot, 100K. Gee. Or check. 50K or check.
Lots of checking.
Seeing stuff all over the place. It's kind of cool.
And a mix of small bet. No big bets.
Gonna get lots of info with the 50K stab. So we're going 100K here on our end from Stinky. And 100K from Raging Al.
He didn't jam?
No, actually did not jam. That's scary. I'm in the pot with Raging Al and they don't jam. I'm shook.
I believe
They
Yoda
thought about
said 50K. Small bet.
Cool.
Thank you for the bid there, Gavin. I'm conflicted between 50 and 100. My normal thing would be go 50 here, but I know on these Jack 8-4 boards, sometimes we size up with a range. So that's where I'm conflicted.
No, they still check very strong hands out of position here. I would just go 50. We have blockers to Queen Jack, King Jack, the 2 overs. We can turn straight draws and equity where we can continue to bet. I'm definitely just going 50 for me.
Cool.
So I mean, maybe
Thank you for
100
that,
thing.
Calvin. Sorry.
I mean, we have a lot more jacks, and we're blocking some of the strongest jacks in his range. And we have club diamond. This feels like just an auto 50 for me.
Yeah.
But let's see if Jonathan agrees. We're going 100 though, because that's what Stinky wants to do. So yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
This is a scenario where we want to consider
Tried to
what
warn
our
you about
range
Jack
looks
8-4.
like, and if our
Tried
range is
to
mostly
warn ya.
decently strong big cards,
What did a 50 get?
as it very
5.
often will be, I think we should probably
Pico?
go for a bet in this scenario.
Size up here with range.
If you think about the hands we have that are just total misses, there
I get
really
it.
aren't a
I do get
ton,
it.
right? Like if we are splashing around with stuff like 10-8 suited, 9-8 suited, those hands are just going to want to
My
check.
chat is
If we have
fucking
a
better
hand
than me
like
at poker.
Queen 9 or Queen 10, those
Got
will
him.
probably want to bet.
You guys are too
But
good.
notice that like Ace Jack suited, King Jack offsuit, if we are splashing around with that, these are hands that are pretty good. And if we had a hand like Ace High, we probably also just want to check. So in this scenario, I think we can reasonably bet this King
Here,
Queen
this shit shores.
as a bluff because it has 2 overcards and backdoor draws. But if it checks down on the turn in the river, we can't really win the pot, right? So we're somewhere in this realm of perhaps potentially overbluffing if we bluff with like all of our king queens in this scenario. But I think it's probably just fine. The reason I say we may be overbluffing here is that if you think about the value hands we want to be betting, it's really not a ton of hands, right? It's our slow played aces and kings. Then it's going to be like ace jack suited, king jack offsuit, pocket 8s, pocket 4s if we have them. And that's about it, right? But we do have a lot of draws that can bet and then get it in. Essentially, when you're betting in this scenario, you want to be betting with your best hands that you're happy getting all your money in with, your premium draws that are happy getting all your money in with, and then some draws that are not quite good enough to get in with. And stuff like Queen 9 of Hearts is a hand that's probably a hand we want to bet, but we can't get it in with. Queen 9 of Diamonds is a hand we can get it in. And then this King Queen kind of falls in that category of a hand that you don't really want to get it in with, that you could bet. That said, if we do let it go check here, we definitely want to be bluffing the turn if it checks to us then. So we are bluffing this hand at some point. The plan is not to just check down and hope to win with the king high. As you think you're going to get check raised more often, of course, you want to be more inclined to check, because you don't really want to get check raised off this hand, right? Because it does have decent equity. Anyway, in this scenario, I do check. I'm sorry, I bet 100K. I think this size is fine. Whenever I am betting here, I'm going to be pretty polarized, like I said. And when you are going to be polarized, you want to typically bet on the bigger side. I don't think you want to go 150. I think that just loses more money than necessary whenever we do run into a good hand from the opponent. And this time the opponent check raises small. Ugh, that's annoying. We're getting great pot odds. Should we fold, call, re-raise to 400,000, or go all in?
Whoa, to go all in. Raging out, this is your chance.
Fold.
That'd be interesting. Rhymes with oranges. I like being wrong on every answer. Yeah, me too. Feels great.
Better.
Yep. So yeah, we get put in hell. We're getting 3 to win. Fold, Fire Dank says. Fold, Stinky says.
Hey, everybody folding.
Fold. Mag is calling.
Savage.
So nasty. Sucks, but I think we got a fold, Crest says.
Fold, fold,
Why not
fold,
50K,
fold,
man?
fold.
Why is it really?
Controlling all in.
The 2006 font play all in, obviously. Put in the last bet.
We block a lot of his bluffs. That's very true.
The old pre-Friday days. Put in the last bet and make him fold everything that's not a set. And just like overpairing shit.
One
cool.
Call,
We're folding.
All folds. Did Yoda fold?
This is the small bet board, FYI. Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm never going 100. I'm only going.
Yoda.
I wonder if this hand's ran.
There he is. Call 4-1 odds with 2
If you
overs.
call, he's just jamming turn. I fold. We have a K high and some backdoor draws. Yeah. We call, we're getting just ripped on. Even if you pick up the backdoor draws, you just fucking what? Have to call with king high? I ran it. It's 33%. Thank you, Huck. Makes me feel better. I don't want to start going 100K in the backseat here ever in this spot. All right, cool. We're ready.
What's the buy-in? $5,000, Marlon.
$500. $5,000. Excuse me. All right, I'm ready.
Yeah, we're calling.
We're fucking folding. Right. Hell no, we're fucking out of here. You ready?
Yep.
Get me out.
Yep.
I don't think we have any option besides to fold in this scenario. If we had one of our best hands or one of our draws that's premium, I probably would just rip it in.
Oh, premiums.
I'm not sure if we have any fold equity here. It's a neat spot where, like, if I know I have literally no fold equity, I would rather call with my draws, right? And some of my super nut hands, like jacks or eights or fours if I had it. Maybe even aces and kings are good enough to slow play in this scenario, so maybe I don't have much of a jamming range. But either way, king, queen also just has to fold. This, if we do bet this hand on the flop, we're playing it as one of our draws that cannot realistically continue against a raise because we're going to be super dominated here and we're drawing pretty thin anyway. So we just have to fold. You got to have the discipline to fold. Don't get tricky. Don't men click it and find yourself in that bizarre scenario. Don't go all in.
Punt.
Hot dog water.
Got our hand caught in the cookie jar. We decided to bet the flop. Got raised. So get out of the way.
Once again, we fucking swished it. Good job, my dude Stinky. I told you he comes in and cleans up. He enters the giveaway. He's here. He's active. And I ship him money every week. Good job, Stinky.
Good job, Stinky.
Cool.
You look like you were waiting for me to hit you with a comeback.
There's no comeback. He cleans up. He's a beast. He does work. There's nothing you can say. But yeah, in this spot, we can just never call. That's fine. Honestly, guys, I would encourage you maybe to just, since you'll be able to bet more of your range on that Jack 8-4 when you use 33%, and you'll still just kind of get the same kind of responses from a lot of your villains. So just careful on always going big in that spot is just my opinion. The solver is going to tell you that in the backseat, we're going to use mostly a small sizing. Of course, occasionally we're going to have big ones, but you're going to be pretty safe using small, and then
That
you'll
one in
start to
particular is
pick up
gonna
when to
big
go
bet a
big.
lot in the solver, I think.
Huh? Small?
That hand in particular is going to big bet. That flop, rather, in particular.
That
is
flop? Maybe
going
so.
to-
Yeah, I mean, most of the
Most of the
ones-
time, you're just betting small in the backseat.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of nuances between stack sizes and whatnot. But it's 150 now. Did you want to try to squeeze in one more?
I got time for one more if you do.
Let's go one more.
Okay.
Let's go one more.
Don't get divorced.
No, it ain't that. We chilling. We great. Go gravy. Stink is just built different. Keyword.
Is that what he said?
Nah, that's what Christ said.
All right. I thought he said that about
I
himself.
thought he said it on his side. That'd be funny. Let's just go with Discord. We're trying to build up the Discord, get you guys in there a little bit more since
Look at
there's
that.
a ton of value. So Discord.
He makes the giveaway and the shill in one sweep. That's a goddamn professional. You see that, guys?
I'm good at this shit. Discord, get in there. I want you guys to get in there because we do a weekly Q&A where we're just sitting there, we're running hands, we're talking a little bit more personal than this about poker. If you guys enjoy kicking it with us, talking some poker every Thursday at noon Eastern. And that's been going really well. A lot of people have been giving us really good input. We run solver aggregate reports. It's really good, man.
It's more in depth than just taking these quizzes.
Yeah, it's more in depth in the quizzes. We pull out all the data, we run hands, solve hands, and we play with Lucid and try to pick up some of the strategy. It's part
also
of my study routine every week.
Yeah, and it's also catered to you guys too. So if you guys have a particular topic or something you guys want to look at in the QA, you can reach out in Discord and Sixes Out will get stuff prepared, and then we'll dedicate a Q&A to something like that.
Yeah, Luis does his thing Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I mean, there's just fucking every single day of the week. There's something to do.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. My phone is blowing up.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. I gotta answer it after.
What quiz we gonna do in the meantime? Next one down would be. I don't want to do Evan only because we're working through the Falls View kind of in order, right?
Yeah, that Falls View has been going on for like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, forever. So the next Falls View one I have is way down.
My thing is still loading, by the way, so we're getting there.
The next Falls View one I see is 1418.
Alex says, "Can I BP an egg? You can do whatever you want, I guess. Where there's a will, there's a way." Solver wanted me to call an all in when I had 10 big blinds with 4-2 suited. With under the gun all in. How short was under the gun all in? You might be priced in. They have like fucking 3-4 bigs you have to call. Cool. Let's do.
14,
We can do sixes. 81.
81. How old is that? I don't even know if it's still good. A lot of change.
1481.
Oh, 1481?
Oh, yeah.
I thought you meant a sixes quiz. I was like, that might be out of date.
Oh, hell yeah, it is. 1481.
1481. I got to scroll way up. Hang on. Another Affleck. Let's do it. Oh, I got to roll for it too. Winner is
Oh, shit, me too.
Janice, my man, the DMC.
Love to see it. And we got potency. Hell yeah, man. You love to see it. You know the deal, my friends. Good luck, man, and get them. We're on the win streak after losing a flip. 1480 run. I'm ready whenever you are, Tal.
All right, let's do it.
All right, in this hand, we have pocket sixes. We raise it up from middle position. Big blind calls, playing about
Really
a little
small.
over 20 big blinds. We get the 8-3 deuce flop with 2 hearts. Should we check, bet 720, bet 1600, or bet 2400?
Here we go. What you gonna do?
What are we doing here? 20 bigs. You got sixes. That fucking nuts on an 8 high board. Fire Dance is going 1600. Okay. Oh, potency. If you're not familiar with the format here, what you want is an opportunity to compete for $5 against someone in Toast chat. So all you really need to do here and focus on is making the best decisions given hearing the quizzes. And if you outscore the person in Toes Shack, you win $5. If you could tag me, it'd be great and not take 5 minutes in the tank. Good luck.
Lots of small bets on mine, except for Jelly. Jelly going
720,
720.
720, small bet, 720s.
One check.
Yeah, I see a 16. I see 116 in all, 7.
How many blinds are we playing?
What side you going here, Potency? He's checking.
25 effective.
All right, so he's checking the underpair to the 8. Deuterino's potting this. Interesting. Yeah.
Again, I'm conflicted. Dennis is checking. Never checking. But I'm
Puck's going
conflicted again
16.
between small bet and big bet on this board. Because I know like
He's got 20 bigs.
9s and 10s. Jacks bet big on this board. Or ace 8s and 8x hands bet big on this board. So I'm kind of leaning toward a bigger bet this time, honestly. But if you said 120, I wouldn't hate you.
Nope, 720. I think, I mean, when we start going this big, don't we start like losing value from some of the 2x, 3x? Really kind of condensing his range a little bit. And then what we like, he has an 8, we just pay. It's a ton of offsuit 8x, suited 8x in his range. Still 720 just narrows it enough. I don't know if I want to check and then have to turn my hand and start check calling. Personally, I would just bet 720 here. It would allow me to bet a lot of my hands in my range versus this stacked up. I think if we're deeper, we might mix sizings. And I don't know if we ever would use a big sizing on underpair. I think those are more reserved for the 2 overs with 1 heart and type stuff like that type hands, in my opinion. But we are going. I didn't even wait for Poe. Oh, he checked. Yeah, he's checking.
So
let's see if Matt thinks check. All right, 2 checks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Let's go.
We have to be a little bit careful on this flop because we actually don't have a lot of interaction here. We have all our overpairs, but we don't raise many 8x hands here from the low jack. We have a lot of just kind of queen jack, king queen, all type of hands. But the big blind really doesn't connect with this board either because they fold their deuce x and 3x pre-flop. So they kind of just have an 8 or nothing as well. So we're betting here a decent amount here. We're going to be using the small size.
2 and 3
Pocket
is too
6
wide.
here. 6s here is one of the hands that want to mix
a
decent amount of checks. This hand bets like half the time.
Underpairs can check,
if your opponent
sure.
doesn't check raise often or overfolds, just go ahead and bet often. Or checking here somewhat. If we don't have a 6 of hearts here, we check back more since we're a little more likely to get check raised here. So I think betting is probably the best option. Most people will overfold and don't check raise enough. Checking is a reasonable option. And when you bet here, you're just going to be using the small sizing. With this shallow in SPR, there's not a lot of incentive to be going with a large sizing here. I bet half pot, which I think is too large here. I think this is a mistake. I should just bet small, 700. My opponent check raises to 2,900. Should I fold, call, raise to 3,600, or go all in?
Oh, what now? We get wrecked. Get 2.5x. Potency snapped. Call.
Yeet.
Call for Stinky.
Mr. Morris
Jammed
conflicted.
from back.
First answer was called, then jammed. Wasn't sure.
I know what I'm doing. Call for pucks. Call for fire dance.
Joel.
Buy in $1 million. No, honestly, it's online. I don't think he said.
He didn't.
I mean, I'm not sure. He probably did say, but play poker here, son. Play your best poker. It shouldn't matter on buy-in.
Don't like fold, don't like call. Renia says jam. Call for Calvin. Dennis folding.
Dang. I think we got to fold in if we don't improve. Cool. We're calling on this end with Potency's calling.
What would you do? Like, I want to fold so bad, but he clicked it.
We're getting 4-1 with a pair and a heart in our hand. We're never, ever, ever folding.
That's what I figured.
In position with a very strong range as well behind, and he's check raising some gut shots and like an over like king 5 and stuff like that. He would need to. Fuck that shit. I'm never folding.
Yeah, we can't jam it.
Jamming makes no sense. I mean, you're just gonna have a strong enough range like here where you have overpair and your range is protected. With overpairs that you would be c-betting and calling with. You even have pocket 8s and stuff like that. So I'm certainly, I feel like we have to call getting 4-1 in position with the heart. I think 6s with no heart might be close. I'm not sure, but 6s with the heart has to call. My opinion. But we're calling, potency agrees, and
Folding.
Folding? All right, I'm ready.
So this is one of the reasons, A, you don't want to bet
Snap.
large, and B, you want to check back some of the times. It kind of sucks when we get check raise here. I think calling is still the best option.
Yes, Jerome.
But when we bet larger, half pot here, folding, we do block some of the heart flush draws. If we had the 6 of spades in our hand too, we can probably almost for sure fold since we block so many of the bluffs. But I think calling is just going to be pretty standard as the best option here. I don't think we ever want to raise. So I do call. King of diamonds on the turn, and our opponent checks. Should we check, bet 2,400, or go all in?
What now? What now? All in for Raging Al. There it is. 2 checks right out the gate. All in for Deuterino. Oh, we out this bitch. Check. What? Check fold? What do you mean? He checked back to us. We called the check raise, and now it's to us. 2,400 for Mag.
Check.
Why your match twitches so hard? My man put your ass in a tank every time it is.
King Sack says 2,400. Not letting him draw.
You love Matt so much because he'll give you all the correct answers, and then in game he'll make a mistake, and then you have to play through his mistake.
Yeah, it's hard.
It makes it hard as hell on you. Yeah. Somebody wants to go 24. Okay.
We got 24 in our chat too. King Sack.
Into a bluff, so
24
check.
kept too.
He's only got 5K left.
Saying he's gonna double him off an 8. Check because Chelsea doesn't know what's happening.
Sure. Cool. So potency's checking.
So is Dennis.
Ooh, man, it feels like I want to merge so bad with my range here when he still has check flush draws and some. We do block a few, like the 4-6 and stuff like that.
He might use ace 4, ace 5 with a heart, right?
Personally, I probably find myself ripping this and not knowing and needing to run it. Because it's interesting. This king is so good for our range, overall in general. And it even makes him indifferent with some of his 8X, I think, in some guys. And we kind of merge and also like deny equity from some of his gut shots and flush draws and things like that. So I would tend to just rip here a lot and not want to check and then kind of play the I hope he checks back to me on the river game and then have to bluff catch or hopefully showdown. So that's probably a mistake with 6s. Other hands, some of my other hands I'm just fucking snap bluffing with. I show up here with.
God, betting 2,400 is so weird when he's got a 5,000 stack.
Oh, dude, look at the price. You're going to be fucking priced.
So that, for me, is kind of out of the picture. Now, I kind of want to check and take my showdown value. I kind of agree with Joel on this one.
Me too.
If I don't do that, I'm
area.
jamming.
Yeah.
But then am I jamming just to deny equity? I think I'm checking. I want to bet so bad. I just can't see a size that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, the only size that makes sense was all in with SPR. Yeah, I don't know. I would tend to jam. It's probably a mistake.
I try and get an 8 to fold?
No, well, the thing is, this hand just shows down. Like, I show up here with worse hands I need to jam with, So I need to just use those and just probably show down with this and check. So, all right, we're checking. Let's go.
So's Dennis. Let's do it.
So I think we just want to check
Thank God.
here.
I was
We
holding
have
my
some
breath.
other Hands. We've got our 8 extra value.
Because,
10
like,
for value. We have 2 pairs sets.
you have so
over
many other
pairs.
hands
Sixes are just kind of smack
over
dab
pairs.
in the middle of our range.
Yeah,
we want to
we
check
have so many
back
other
and
hands.
just get to showdown here. When we shove and get called, we're just drawing to 2 outs. Kind of hard to get value from our hand. So checking here is going to be fine. If we do have a bet here, it's going to be like a small bet, like 2,400, something like that.
Mag.
We want to give ourselves a price where we can still bluff. So going all in here doesn't make a ton of sense, but it's probably reasonable. I do check. Ace of hearts on the river.
Piss.
And our opponent bets 800. We fold, call, or go all in.
Wow. Damn, so this is super cool, man. I mean, Matt likes the 2400. I would never use that size.
Fuck, I'm tired. No, I would never use that size either. I would either go slightly smaller to like be big for their stack, right? So like 19 or something.
Yeah. The disrespect bet, the 10%er. 8%. You only get to fold 8%. Ooh, Deuterino saying all's in.
It's interesting. I took a survey on Team Toe. This is a while back about facing these tiny blockers like this. And I don't remember exactly. It was close to 50% of the team just said they were jamming or raising this because fuck this bet. Because fuck your blocker bet.
Before you said that phrase, Deuterino had typed in fuck this bet 5 seconds before. So, yeah, there's a lot of that going on.
Hey,
PTR with this. Peter with 8 months on my end as well.
15 for me, sucker. Thank you, buddy.
Damn, he likes you more. Son of a bitch. I'm going to have to wreck
He just
him more
likes
at
me.
the table.
He just found me first.
Yeah. Now I've been wrecking his ass at the table. That's why he's just spiteful, no subs. Son of a bitch. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you, man. Here we go. So, Potency, what did you do here, friend?
We can focus. We still have plenty of
He
better
calls.
hands, says Cap. Call with the bluff catcher, says Dennis, but he always has it.
Cool.
I mean, I'm not folding for fucking one blind. Fuck you.
We
I'm not
got
raising,
8%.
fuck you, but I'm not folding for one blind. We already got here. Like, I'm getting
Fold
fucking
ace.
10 to 1, 11 to 1.
11 to 1. I guess take my money, man. I don't know if we ever just rip this. That would be so fucking nasty. 4 or 5 gets? Nah.
I could go down.
All right, cool. Let's go. We're calling.
We're calling it. Let's do it.
So
Here, fold.
it's just important to realize we just almost never fold to these bet sizes. Almost ever. We're folding less than
Silly.
10% of the time here. So that means like we should call with like queen high, a lot of our high card hands.
Queen high.
You know, there's a lot of junky stuff that we're going to call here. So this hand's not folding. The question becomes, do we want to call or go all in? If we had pocket sevens, I think it would be a more reasonable hand. Sevens with the 7 of hearts to potentially go all in. I think with sixes, we block too much, like 6-4 and 6-5. That could be bluffing for this size. So I think we just call here. This player could be blocking maybe a 3. And if this was like a little better hand to bluff with, like if I had like a little worse hand, I might shove. But I think calling is just the best option here. And our opponent shows ace-5, which I think is fine play by them.
I'd have wrecked his ass on the turn by making a huge mistake. Let's go. Cool. We have a 38 for our efforts.
33. You eat this.
Let's go. The Gavinci boys out there
Day
doing
for the
work.
mafia.
We just went on a tear after losing that first flip. Potency, if you're not familiar, make sure to whisper me
your
here
odds,
on Twitch with ACR or PayPal name or instructions, and I got you, my dude. I am not quick about it, but I always got you. But yeah, that's gonna do it. That was a fun one today, man. Thank you guys for the support. Yeah, we'll be back next week. We'll eventually get back into getting guests and everything like that. Explanation Point PC in my chat, Explanation Point PC in Toe's chat as well. If you guys want some of these free quizzes to do on your own, you can also join the Discord for all kind of fun stuff that we've been mentioning throughout the week. We just had JL do a live Q&A with members only from Discord, where he spent over an hour just talking to people and having conversations with members in the Discord. So that's going to start happening more
And yeah, let me make sure to give my man Toe a shout out.
Yeah, I got a caster link in there for sixes. Also, exclamation point YouTube in either chat. You can catch this one from the beginning if you like this one. You can catch any of the ones we've ever done in the past. And as Sixes was saying, we've had a lot of guests, but it's the holidays, so it's kind of hard right now, right? Everyone's busy and doing the family thing. And what? Same thing for the tier 2 subby thing, Jelly. I'll figure that out. I don't have a date yet, but with the holidays and I got some work travel, we'll figure it out. But anyways, exclamation point YouTube. You can watch the one we did with Jesse Sylvia, Greg Raymer, Faraz Jaka, Matt Affleck's been on, had Evan Jarvis on multiple times, bet on True, Fat Train. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. So go check all of those out. Tristan Wade, we had most of the coaches. So check that out. And we talked about the PC Discord, and see you the fuck later. Peace.
Yeah, we got to see who to kick this to. Who we kicking this to? Who's out there
was your
on
problem.
the street?
I don't
I
see
know,
the
really.
normal people out there today.
Well, we got King's Full out there. I like King's Full.
All right. I gotta find King's Full. Hang on. Fine, guys.
Yeah, he's a pretty supportive guy. I'm always trying to help the smaller streamers out for sure. Always.
King's Full, where are you? Shit, is it just King's Full?
King's Full 2-4.
Got it. All right, cool.
All right, guys. Take care. See
See
you
ya.
tomorrow. OSS and 12 Days of Turbo tomorrow. We in there. Peace out.